This lateral line fishing mission is one of them really simple ones, and simple is easy, easy is fun, and fun is why we go fishing in the first place. So yeah, just headed up the back of the harbour today. Snapper are on the hit list, and I just want to get a number of snapper into the chili bin on ice so that I can fillet those snapper up and give some fresh fish to a very good friend of mine who owns a property that I'm going to be spending a fair bit of time on in the next month. Today is the 15th of March, and any and all of you hunters out there will understand me saying that the best time of year for hunting, is fast approaching. And my mate has a beautiful property next to public land, and I can camp on his property, jump the fence and go hunting. So yeah, that is today's mission. Milan is just right now packing up the boat, getting everything organised, and then we will get ourselves up the harbour and get a burley trail in and focus on putting some snappers into the chili bin. And of course, I'm going fishing with Milan, so at some point there's going to be a stick bait cast for a kingfish or a live bait deployed for a kingfish, or yeah, at some point over today the focus will shift from snapper to kingfish. And if we don't get snapper, then my mate might just be getting kingfish if we can get kingfish. So yeah, end of the day, this one is a meat hunt. Bring on some fresh fish. And this episode of The Lateral Line is proudly brought to you by Wise Angler Hooks. By buying Wise Angler Hooks, you are directly supporting myself and Milan, giving us the time and energy that we need to create The Lateral Line. Chur, chur, my brothers and sisters. It is very much appreciated. Oh, just like that.
Make sure it's car white.
Bit of fresh bait's always good.
A little bit of bait for us.
Oh, maybe not. Some big swirls, Milan.
Hopefully some snappers are competing. White.
Milan gets one in the boat.
Got a car white down there, Nato.
Yeah, might make the snapper fishing a little bit hard, eh?
Because of all the car white. That's snapper.
You reckon that's a snapper fish?
Yep. Got in, Nato.
There's no left to right action in that one, eh?
No, straight up the back. I had to be coming into that burley trail. Good one too.
Oh, I just seen a bit of colour.
I actually don't think it's more than probably half a metre of water at the back of the boat. I think we're right on the edge of the channel. Good one.
Ooh, Milan's got the first snapper.
Don't know how we plucked that out of the car, why, but we did.
kahawai busting up on the surface everywhere in the burley trail, and it's like, it's going to be a bit hard to catch a snapper in that. And then, hello, just what the fisherman ordered.
We've got a whole table full of them.
Cool, man. Whoa, dude.
Just back there.
I was trying to do one of them little focus pull shots from the commander rod to busting up kahawai and then wha-bang!
I haven't even got a wind on the snapper yet.
Yeah? How did you just have to cast way back?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I might have to get in on this. This is looking like a lot of fun's going to go down.
We've got one wind on them.
And a lot of food's going to come up, which is awesome.
I reckon we're all in about 1/2 metre of water at the back of the boat. The channel's probably like 1 metre of water, but there's so much bait in here. Snapper and kahawai, and I reckon big trevally as well, if we're lucky enough.
Ooh, I just want to see a few snappers in that chili bin,
Look at
man.
that.
It's a good one, eh?
Yeah.
I can't stand on that side of the boat as the Minn Kota goes zigzag, zigzag everywhere. Oh, that's a ripper, mate. He's worth filleting. Get him in the boat.
He's been eating all summer and he's just got that big belly on him. Look at it.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better eating fish.
That's it, man.
Big and fat.
I want like 5 of those, please, Milan.
Okay. Whoa.
Go, Milan.
Told you it was a good idea.
It was always a good idea. It's just whether you catch fish or not. How long will it take? It's already bites. Are they snapper bites or are they kahawai bites? They're all snapper bites, you reckon?
That big one to come along and wallop it. The bait's gone already.
Well, drift some of those drifter mullet head back there. Man, you're getting me excited, man. I want to go fishing, man. Whoa!
That was a good bait, Nato.
Was it? It's a snapper?
Yeah.
I might have only just caught that strike. Oi, that'd be another one like the one you just landed before.
I think so. The bigger bait, cubes. Just those
Big squares.
cubes.
We'll just put those heads of the mullet on.
Yeah, it's the next bait.
There could be a couple of
I reckon there'll be some real big ones.
10-pounders or something out there, and I've only got to fill it 3 or 4 instead of 7 or 9.
Nice snapper. Look at that, Nato.
Yeah, taking him home, mate. No complaining. That is glorious.
Oh, get out of the net.
Hey, don't you lose it. Man, I'm going to have to put the phone down soon and have a crack at this myself.
Hey, get out of the net.
What's going on here? Didn't you netted your fish, Milan?
I don't need to be losing them, Nato.
No, they're very valuable. They're the best currency in the world.
Spine in the land. You're not very nice, Mr. Snapper.
Awesome fish, bro. Beautiful fish.
And all of about $1 of gas to get here,
Just the
which
way
makes
we like
it even better.
Milan's about to cast a mullet head out.
If there's any big ones out there.
There might be a couple of really good ones out there, eh? You just never know.
Well, I think the kahawai gone too.
Yeah, well, that mullet head should slow the kahawai down.
Oh, it's getting eaten.
Something's having a go
There's
already.
a lot of snapper down there, bro.
Man, this is just like Christmas. Or even
Taken
better.
already.
This is just like the raw. Oi! No,
He'll come back.
he'll come back.
Mullet
He's a
head
sucker
in the
for a
shallows.
mullet head.
Back on it again.
Oh. Dropping into it. Oh. No. Pickers.
He's hotting up.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is that a fish?
Yeah.
Ate a mullet head in like not even a minute.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good snapper, right?
Well, I hope so.
It's got to be as good, if not bigger, than the couple that you've caught already.
I'm not going to complain about that one at all.
No way. Especially when they eat mullet heads.
Oh, the massive. They're just prime.
That is perfect, eh? You couldn't get it any better, really. Milan's resorted to just cutting cubes instead of little slithers and bits and pieces. There's quality fish out there, Milan.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to catch him. Double figure coming up.
Double figure.
That tail.
The tail of the mullet's been taken straight away, he reckons. Hoi!
Another nice snapper.
That one might even be better than the last
Biggest
one.
fish to date, this one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, the phone's going to have to go down and I'm going to have a crack at this because I can't really... Limited to what I can film and how I can film in this boat. And you've caught like, that's what, number 5?
It's so good. Like, it's just so good. And there's no water. You can get out and walk.
Yeah, when you strike it right in the harbour, I reckon it's the most fun you can have fishing, eh?
There's a good one.
Do a lot of days of not catching fish, but when you get them, those days are worth it.
He's an arm length snapper.
An arm length snapper. He is absolutely perfect.
Doesn't get any better than dinghy fishing, eh?
Just take the dinghy out.
Well, it's a cheap way of going fishing. We burn 2 litres of gas. We can go and get a lot of good snapper. And it's in the harbour. It's not like we're burning, going anywhere. It's safe. It's flat. It's beautiful.
Yeah, cameraman's very happy with the sky today. It's just stunning. Well, as far as all things fishing go, today is about as good as it possibly gets. And I'm very limited to what I can film and how I can film in this boat. And I reckon I filmed pretty much all I can film. So I'm going to put the phone down, pick up a rod and catch a fish. And then put the drone up and film Milan catch a few more. And then I reckon it'll probably be kingy fishing time. We only need like... If I went home with 8 of those snapper, I got 4 and Milan gets 4, I'd be absolutely stoked. Today's meat hunting is about as good as it could have possibly got. It has been perfect all day. I just put the drone up. I could literally see the drone eating Milan's bait.
The drone eating Milan's baits.
Oh, sorry. From the drone, I could see Snapper eating Milan's bait. And then Milan's like, we can only catch one more because the boys decided we'll get a limit. So I was like, well, if we can only catch one more, then I'm going to catch it and check it out. I threw a bait out in the water. It took 5 seconds, and that is our last snapper for the session. And the boys have limited out, which I don't even, I can't remember the last time we took a limit of fish. We always get a feed, but
I've never seen so many snapper behind the back of the boat in a metre of water for a long time.
Looks like Milan might have caught his live bait. He's hooked the live bait at least. Can he land it?
I don't know if today could get any better, but I reckon it could.
It will if one of them get eaten.
We'll put the biggest one on.
As always.
Want to see something cool, Nato?
Yeah, when they're here. What is it like? 1 in 100? Milan's like, they're here. And I'm like, whoa, what are the chances? Right time of year, check. Bait, check. Current, check. Water's a little bit dirty. But if the fish are there, the fish are there. And they seem to be there sometimes pretty randomly. All the conditions are perfect, no fish. Turn up there on the wrong conditions, or at least what you think are the wrong conditions, and hey presto, a bait gets eaten.
Hey presto, watch this.
Milan's so confident right now. Oh yeah! Well, that's the hot spot.
Eaten.
Eaten?
Eaten already.
Really?
Yep.
I can't see anything. I don't know what to point at.
I reckon it's eaten. No?
Nah, surely not.
Felt pretty weird.
Felt pretty weird.
No, he's still there. Just spot lock.
Now, my brothers and sisters, would you like to win yourself an 8,000 Saltiga dogfight? If you do, then you want to stay tuned to this video. Just before that, I want to give you a quick reminder about the boat, fish and dive expo coming to Mystery Creek later this year, the 31st of August and the 1st of September. It's going to be an awesome expo. I'm going to catch up with Mike, who is the main man behind it, in the next couple of weeks and get a rundown of exactly what's going to happen there, all the exciting stuff. But yeah, back to the reel. When myself and Milan teamed up with DAIWA when we very first started the Lateral Line, the very first thing that I asked DAIWA for was an 8,000 Saltiga dogfight, because it was my favourite reel. I'd caught more big kingies on the dogfight than any other reel, and I just wanted one back in my hands. But when Scott from DAIWA handed me the dogfight, he's like, Nato, you can't use that reel while you're making the Lateral Line. And I was just like, what? And he's like, dude, they don't make the dogfight anymore. You can't buy them. I want you fishing with the latest and greatest Saltiga that I can actually sell to somebody, which at the end of the day makes perfect sense, right? So this dogfight has literally sat in its box on the shelf in my shed. It has never been spooled and it has never had a drop of water on it, and it could be yours. All you have to do is go into your local tackle store, buy yourselves a packet of Wise Angler hooks, take a photo of the receipt, go into the link in the description in this video, follow that link, upload the photo to the Wise Angler page, and you are in the draw. It is going to run all the way up till the 15th of May. It is open to New Zealand and Australia because that's the only place you can buy Wise Angler hooks on the planet at the moment. And then moving forward, for every month following that, you can win a Saltiga by buying Wise Angler hooks. You can also support us by buying merch. You can now go check out the latest and greatest Spiker range of clothing. That's going to support us. You're watching this video, that is supporting us. You like the videos, you subscribe to the channel, you comment, and for every other little thing that you do, my brothers and sisters, chur, my brothers and sisters, it is very, very much appreciated. Without you, our little Lateral Line world does not exist. It's because of you that all of this is possible, and we are truly grateful for all that you do. I am now going to leave you with a little video that Milan has created, and see you all again very, very soon.
Well, welcome to the garden and a little bit of Milan time. Summer's almost finished and there are kingfish everywhere. The Coromandel in our harbours are chock-a-block full of kingies. Actually, I can't remember the last time I saw this many kingies in our harbours. Not massive fish, but lots of fish. With all these kingfish round, we thought it was the perfect time to get Pete out on the water to get him his first legal kingfish. Pete took us down to the national park about 6 months ago, chasing trout. While we were down there sitting around the campfire one night, we found out that Pete had never caught a big kingfish. So with the weather perfect, we got Pete over last week, loaded the boat, headed on over to the coast, got out on the water and started fishing right up in the shallows for some live baits. The kingfish didn't disappoint. We started fishing for kahawai and I got my first kingfish pretty much on my first cast. And then Pete put a bait over for a kahawai and happened to hook a kingfish on the 15-pound gear. This fish fought amazingly in a metre of water and Pete finally caught his first kingfish right up in the shallows. We went back into the shallows, caught a few kahawai, and then went prospecting around the harbour. Today was one of those perfect days. Pete caught about 6 kingfish in total and hooked the fish that he'd always been after. It was a pleasure to take Pete out and show him what kingfish fishing was all about. He also learned a valuable lesson about chasing kingfish, and that was don't let them take too much line, otherwise they're going to ping you off on the poles. What happens when you don't have enough drag? With all these kingfish round, it's been great over the last 6 months testing the new live bait hooks from Wise Angler. Finally the hooks are tested, we've got all our new packaging and now they're in store in all good retailers in New Zealand and Australia. So if you haven't got them, go in and get them, and if they haven't got them, make sure you ask them to get them in. And by supporting Wise Angler, you're supporting Nathan and myself in making the lateral line. So thank you very much for your support. Simon from Hills Hats in Wellington has just created 3 new incredible lateral line plinth hats, one in gold, one in blue and one in rainbow. These hats are available now on the Hills Hats website, so go and have a look and make sure you get one of these beautiful hats to stop you from getting sunburnt while out catching kingfish. And the last thing I want to talk to you about today is if you're an overseas viewer and you want to come to New Zealand and fish just the way Nathan and I do up in the shallows, then we've got just the thing for you. Ricky, a good mate of ours in the Coromandel, was set up to take you land-based fishing or boat fishing for monster kingfish and snapper right up in the shallows. If that sounds like a bit of you, send me a message and I'll get you Ricky's contacts, and then you can come to New Zealand and have the lateral line experience.